Sup YouTube, it's limitlesstcg here, and today we're going to be talking about the topic Open Decklists. There has been some controversy over in the Pokemon TCG community. Once again, it seems like every week we're tackling a topic like this, but today it's going to be Open Decklist. I'm going to give you my opinions on it, and we're going to be talking about the controversy that happened over at Twitter. And to start the video off, we are here at play.limitlesstcg.com, the best website to be starting playing online tournaments, and that's where I also personally get data to be making battle videos and all the good stuff like that. So currently we have a couple of tournaments here with like over 200 players, over 150 players, a lot of very big tournaments, but the question is there. Where are the deck lists? We see like a first place Flareon Noctowl deck, Terra Box, Enz Zoroark, Dracopult Charizard, Dracopult Pidgeot, even Mimikyu or Ogerpon box deck. But we cannot check out the deck list. And there is good and bad behind not seeing deck lists like this. We're gonna be talking about it all in this video. But yeah, you see here big tournaments like these. They have been like the Redacted Evolutions tournament, for example. You see here closed lists. And yeah, closed list like a first place winning Slowking deck. Who doesn't want to be visiting the page of the deck list of the first place winning Slowking deck, right? Yeah, Raging Bolt around, Archaladon, even Hopzation, some new decks, even Future Box seeing some more play. There have been more tournaments, like tournaments with over 100 players. It's kind of crazy that we don't have access to these deck lists, right? But yeah, people are actually spoiled. Back in the days, reverted back all the way like 15 years ago, I actually got into the Pokemon TCG. And there, I had to go to forums to actually see results of specific League Cups to prepare myself for Nationals. So you see, the public data of deck lists is just a thing from the modern Pokemon TCG era. This has not always been the case. We also have to thank Limitless TCG a lot because they helped us through one of the worst years of our life where we had to stay at home and were not able to play in real life events because of a specific virus, right? So yeah, with that being said, we're going to be talking about Open Decklist. As you see here, yeah, there's a lot of crazy post rotation decks that won, but we were not able to see the first place winning deck list. And for me personally, I don't mind this at all. This will stimulate the fact that people could test out tech cards in a tournament environment without them being leaked. That's right, we still have regionals, we even have an international still left in yeah, the upcoming formats. So people want to be testing out their unique tech cards that might help win them a regional or a League Cup, for example. So I'm a big fan of closed deck list. You might think, oh, also like competing against someone online, you see their deck list instantly. That is way different than the regional environment, because in the regional environment, you have no clue what the opponent is playing. Like for example, if you are playing in the previous format, let's say you are playing Snorlax block, you are the villain in the room. You don't know if the opponent has a tech card for it. In the online circuit, you immediately see what their win conditions are. So there are definitely pros and cons in playing with the knowledge of the opponent's exact deck list. And having tournaments with closed deck lists, I'm all for it because you can test out specific stuff that doesn't have to be public instantly, and that means you can take that knowledge or that tournament run and take it to a big tournament like a regional, for example. So I'm a big fan of that. Even though the data is not there, we at least see which archetype was able to win, right? So we can put together puzzle pieces left and right to see how they were able to win. But the fun fact is that the deck list is closed. And I know there's a lot of people out there relying on Limitless TCG. I myself have relied on Limitless TCG for years, and now we even have access to data as the city leagues over in Japan. So having knowledge from Japan already, from Destined Rivals, for example, we did a video about that. We already have the knowledge from that, so I'm very grateful that Limitless TCG exists. But I'm also a very big fan of closed deck list tournaments. So we're going to be checking out the controversy over on Twitter. So yeah, let's join in together with me, shall you? So I want to hear your opinion down below in the comments as well. So we are here over on Twitter where the stuff is happening. So we see here Pokemary TCG stating, these limitless tourneys not publishing deck lists is so cringe. Yeah, and then we have King Dre, yeah, stating here, allows people to actually test their lists without leaking their tech cards. I think that's a very great thing. Also something I noted here. And then they're replying to leaking what though? Every deck that stopped one of these is a known archetype. But yeah, who knows what's in the Slowking deck, right? No one is coming up with anything saucy worth hiding, and no one is going through the trouble in a tournament environment on Limitless of looking up their opponent's play Limitless results to see their lists. Yeah, that's actually not the point. The cool thing is that you can test in an online environment without actually making your list public, meaning you can take that exact 60, bring it to tournaments without the people expecting specific cards that were actually in a first place winning list. So yeah, and then they're saying, hey, I don't know, bro, my testing group, our deck lists are changing and evolving every day. None of us really play Limitless tournaments, let alone with the list. We are tweaking and refining. If we do, we are just taking a vanilla list to get matchup data. Promise you, the top players are always having sauce. That means they are prepared for the top tier list and have an answer for them. So yeah, players basically sell their list before tournaments now. Leaking list is seemingly a thing of the past. People saying, oh yeah, there is no secret Krabby Patty sauce of most of these lists. They are just standard lists, but they are still hidden over on Limitless TCG. So I, for one, am a big fan of that because I love secret spies that comes out in tournaments. We see here Henry Brandt, former world champion as well. Lots of people have clearly never played before Limitless TCG came out. That's true. A lot of people got into the game during the pandemic as well, and the Poke boom that we're currently seeing here, like Prismatic Evolution, Surging Sparks, and even Journey Together. Like these sets are booming. People are getting more into the hobby every single day, and people are using Limitless TCG. It's a very great tool. I myself also use it to have knowledge of exact 60 so I can prepare myself for tournaments, and that's also the reason why the modern TCG is actually way more easier, easier than it was back in the days, because back in the days you had to come up with your own 60, your own list without like going to Limitless, copy paste, and you're ready to go to a regional, and you had to test your stuff yourself. So I see here Poke Beach forums and tournament reports back in the days. I remember that. Also, like, as soon as a regional comes out, people already post their 60s over on Twitter, and you can already have them as soon as the very first day. And as soon as there is a regional where a person wins and doesn't show their list, people are like list. So they are actually spoiled with the fact of getting deck lists on a very easy method. I remember using the winning SPE Melbourne list to win my first post-rotation cup the same day in my time zone. The Rayquaza list was so good compared to what everyone else was playing that finals was a 60 card mirror. So you see people copy pasting lists from winning regionals, that makes sense. I think I remember my dad talking about the new cool website back in 2019. Yeah, Limitless, crazy days. Robin Schultz is like one of the legends in the Pokemon TCG community, blessing us with Limitless TCG, with all the data, with having access to a tabletop simulator, having access to online tournaments. It has it all. So it seems like we're in a digital time and age where people are spoiled with deck lists left and right. And now that for a couple of days there have not been tournaments with Open Decklists, people are going crazy like, oh, I want to get this list, what do I do, this and that. Try creating it yourself, who knows? You might become a better deck builder, because deck building is one of the main keys that I personally am one of the biggest fans of in the Pokemon TCG. I remember back in the days, I think it was Worlds in Washington, DC. I think that Worlds was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And they basically rotated almost everything, and the first tournament in that new format was actually the World Championships. I printed out proxies, built decks myself, and went crazy. I even played a very rogue Aerodactyl, GX, Tapu Fini, Hoopa deck, and did really well. I got 5-3 as a score at Worlds, which is not too bad. And I made the deck myself. I tested every single deck that I could against decks that I made myself. So there was not public knowledge back then. So yeah, I want to go back into those days, but we will never see those days once again. But you should know is that if you're starting to play in the modern era, try creating a deck yourself, get all your supporters out, all your items out, all your Pokemon out, and try to create a deck list yourself, because deck building is one of the fundamental keys of the Pokemon TCG. And currently we see a lot of people win regionals with just a copy paste, which is not bad. I'm always saluting people that, applauding people to actually win regionals like that, because it's kind of easy to copy paste decks, but creating a unique deck list from scratch has been, or having a unique tech card, days from the past, because people are just doing what people have done successfully with decks over an online tournament. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. And there has also been some crazy stuff here with Flags Daddy here. Everyone be quiet. My show is on, where people actually stating here. We had here a debate between like Jake Gearhart and Pokemary as well. So so read it out for yourself. But the main fact is clear. Open Decklists is definitely something that gets people talking, and having a debate going about Open Decklists, Closed Decklists is something I want to have with you guys as well. Let me know in the comments section how you personally feel about Open and Closed Decklists. Are you a fan of Closed Decklists? I want to know down below in the comments section. Have you played before Limitless TCG? I also want to hear your stories down below as well, because I personally have tons of stories where Limitless TCG didn't exist, where I played, for example, an Absol Prime in my Magnazone Electric deck to actually get second place at Nationals. All those stories with unique tech cards that I tested, where I created decks without like the open source of so many decks at your disposal. So go wild in the comment section. Let's have a discussion started. And as always, if you enjoy content like this, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. I actually created this video because I saw it over on Twitter, and also because TCG Live is down right now for like a bazillion hours for maintenance. So yeah, that's the video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and also go check out the sponsors that make the videos possible. Dragonshield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Use the coupon ZAPDOS5 and get 5% off. TC Evolutions for your dragon, not for your dragons, for your dice. Unique dice with also very good modifiers, so definitely check that out, as well as ability tokens with 10% off over at TC Evolutions. PotanStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOSTCG, and Cardmarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. I'm out. Peace.